Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War World Lore event, week 9, day 5. So today, we're actually going to be finishing up the event. I don't think we'll be able to claim the final ore, but as far as our final battles that we're going to be getting in, we're going to be doing those. Why is it not loading? There we go. Tower defense. So, of course, this isn't the actual invasions. Invasions was the thing that we had earlier, even though they're both like invasions. But, yeah, tower defense should be able to get that done. Or at least the last of our battles in. Obviously, we will not reach all the way there, but we're pretty close. Also, kind of funny, we're exactly 1,000 points right now. But anyways, of course, we have invasions today. This was pretty quick as far as getting our battles in. And we'll put our battles in a little bit more tomorrow. Obviously, we just bought to tier 3. If every single person buys to tier 3, not only will you get this nice new shiny weapon that we'll probably be messing around with a little bit on stream, but for only 250 gems, you end up getting that. And if everyone person in your guild does it, you should be able to go get all rewards. Might take you to the final day, but it should be doable. And how are we doing so far on it? Yeah, we're about in the middle of the pack. Anyone who's at exactly 84 did the bare minimum with us. So hopefully the rest of the guild will catch up on that and we'll be good to go. And some people are doing excess, which is nice because that'll end up helping. Anyways, so yeah, we did that earlier. That gives 65 gems, the orb, and all the normal stuff that you get off the getting your guild objectives for total in your guild. And yeah, let's go over to tower defense. So we still have this is both of them going until Monday reset, so you still have another 2 days or so to go finish that, the rest of today and then the next 2 days. The level of these do not matter, but for the challenge we will keep doing the hardest ones because why not? But it has absolutely no effect on the amount of points that you end up getting. We're still running the same thing that we were running earlier, which is the double full AoE into the epic troop for the week, which ends up getting the extra damage onto the towers, which actually there isn't a tower in this battle, but would end up getting extra damage on the towers if there was one. And we just have Skady there for Blue Storm. Skady is not really that required, but Blue Storm obviously when you're using a pure blue team is helpful. And that should be matched, and this thing creates blue whenever it gets a kill. And it's pretty much your mana accumulator, as weird as that may seem. You kind of have to use the kill of that to get your mana that you need, and go from there. Alright, we'll take the 160. Once again, the level doesn't actually matter. The rarity does, the level doesn't. And theoretically, the rarity of Ultra Rare and Epic are the same amount of points this week. It's really weird. Unless the battle has a tower in it, you're not actually going to be getting extra points for it this week. It's really weird how this one's set up. Okay, we need one full AoE, and then we should be good to go. I don't have a way to get full mana. Actually, yeah, we do. Not the way I would want to, but we'll take the green there. Because I'd rather have it take the blue so we can leak in. But then again, I guess we got the full AoE anyway, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Also, hello everyone! Hope all of you have been doing well! Hello, Bill Warhammer. You're always the first one here. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Damon. Hello, Raken. Hello, Chris Border. Hello, Jason. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Oh, good. We got the good tower. This one actually gets 30 points. The one that looks like a rook. The other mythic one ends up giving 20 points, and the rest end up giving you 10. And the level of the battle has no effect on those. However, the level for these ones that have these really high points will always be relatively high, like they are right now. Also, be very careful if the tower is ever in first slot, as you guys probably seen this week. It is absolutely devastating how much damage it can do. I believe it will eventually reach a point where it can one-shot you. It's almost getting there. It's almost there. It's at a 241. Yeah, never mind. It already is there. It's not almost there. Well, other than for our hero. Our hero would live. But, if you really had to, you can use Titan with Barrier, though. That is allowed. Oops, I almost didn't see that extra turn. Which is why I ended up taking the brown instead of the green. I was like, oh, gotta go grab that. Let's see, we'll take that. I don't have a drop for that. If we had a yellow there, that'd be great. So we can get the 4 times blue. So we'll probably just pass our turn by doing a move. So we'll do this. That should be enough damage to kill the tower. Let's get that out of the way so it doesn't clip us with its very high damage. And then we just double full AoE again, and that should be matched. We'll take that just in case. Take that just in case. Could have probably just left it for it. Actually, we already won. Never mind. Didn't even need it. You're always lurking. You definitely are. Oh gosh, we just got a double 30 in a row. Also, this should be a Valraven battle. Yep, called it. I'm somewhat good at predicting them. Can't tell based on how many battles have passed without one. Let's not always guarantee at a certain interval. Okay, I'll take that for now. Throw that. Throw it again and it'll die, so we don't have to worry about it. Take that first, though. And then we can just go for the very big hit. Hopefully we actually turn blue, and then we just Skady kill it or something. So Skady actually gets to do something for once. Dead. And what's nice is we get cursed from the other troops, so that actually allows her to mana burn, which you normally wouldn't be able to. Alright, we'll take this hard one, even though we don't have to. Even though it's higher amount, we can still technically just wipe it out with 3 AoEs and be good to go. Let's see. I'm just gonna take a random skull. That's probably a completely unneeded skull, but we don't really have much of a move to do there. So let's do that. Throw 2 AoEs, let him do whatever. We should be able to just clean with that and be good to go. And if that doesn't, we can just go poke him. And he ever so barely lives. Does he have spell reduction? Why does he always live with such high durability? Oh! They probably give it higher stats because of the thing. Because I was always wondering, like, why is that one surviving? He doesn't have, like, spell reduction or anything. But, that's why. Pretty sure they artificially gave it higher because he's, like, the tower. He's not actually the tower, but, he's the tower of the, room. Kind of like how the tower is for the other 2 battles. But it's kind of like, he's supposed to be, like, the stronger, kind of like tower-like troop, even though it's not actually a tower. I get it now. That'd explain why he always lived. It took me until the final day of doing this to notice that. Like, I noticed that he was always living, but I didn't realize it was because he had higher stats. Let's see. I should probably take Scoldus so he doesn't. It's way too much damage to risk. Okay, now we'll risk it because we need to cast. And I believe that is match. And I don't even need to take a safety blue because even if that's not enough damage, we would have had mana full turn off that 2 enchant. And we've been good to go. Okay, next one. 190. Actually, never mind. We're out of battles. Oh, no. Well, we got 140 points then today to help out the guild. And then tomorrow, by the time we get on tonight, tomorrow night, boom. We'll have ourselves an orb. The Happy Hunter. Another token, which will just go into being upgrades eventually. And a small amount of gold. Anyways, now that that's out of the way. Let's go clear through the dailies real quick. We'll do it with magic, I guess. Actually, we do have an epic 50 gem, so I'm going to go grab that. I think that would be fine with magic. This is actually one of the reasons why I want to run magic. So we can run the higher damage. So we can run Rowan for the first few, and then switch over to Phoenicia, and should be good to go. Doesn't even matter that we're running this with magic. Did you figure out some sweet teams with the new elemental weapon? Yes, we were messing around with it on the previous stream. That's exactly what we're going to be doing once we finish out the last few dailies right here. And then we'll go and mess around with the weapon. But yeah, the new weapon, really strong. Still situational though, similar to like all good weapons. Like you don't run Essence of Evil in every team. You don't run Rope Dart in every team, even though they're really good. You don't run it in literally everything. However, it's pretty solid. I find it summoned to be a little bit inconsistent though. The range at which it summons is just so ridiculously wide, even though there are quite a few good things within that summon range. But it's really luck-based. But the rest of its ability is really strong. You'd only really use it if you need Green Storm, if you need the elemental summon aspect, or if you need the Entangle while having a lot of mana accumulation. If you're not using one of those 3, you probably shouldn't really be using it. And ideally, you'd want to be using multiple, like using an elemental team that also utilizes the Entangle by using Skull Spam. Something along the lines of that tends to work probably the best for it, like an elemental Skull Spam team. Not to mention you're already going to have a Skull Spammer from having a Mirage Queen if you're going 50% mana starts to your elementals. So you're already going to be partially Skull Spam. And then just putting it with like Wild Queen or something else ends up working out pretty good. And it works with Truffle, but I feel like just running another Truffle works better than the weapon itself, though. Have I found a meta Guild War defense with it? Yes. It's the Truffle build. I'm not sure if I'm going to set it, but I guess we will just to see how it goes with the other one. I feel like it's better with Elemental Bow. Mostly because it covers every color that way. But, and also has more of an offensive burst rather than defensive. But, I'm pretty sure it would be that team that I would use it with. Let's see if I can find it. It's this team right here. If I was to use it for a Guild War Defend, I would use it with Farce Troll, Mirage Queen, King Gop Truffle, and Hero using, gosh, I forgot the name of the weapon. Also, it's always on first page, which is really nice. The Arboreal Crystal. But that's where I would place it. Right there. And then maybe change the banner to some kind of minus yellow banner. But that is where I would end up placing it. And yeah, as far as a Guild War Defend with it. As far as Guild War Offensive, you'd probably have to do it with blue as well. It tends to synergize pretty well into blues, as you can tell by this unintentionally being a pure blue team. This wasn't even made to... Obviously, you don't have to make your defend team's pure color. But it does technically gain some extra HP for doing so. So I don't know, maybe we'll test it this week. I forget for Paragon or not, but we might replace out Elemental Bow, which I believe is stronger, with Arboreal Crystal, just to see how it functions. But Arboreal Crystal has 2 main good things on its perk tree thing. It gets Entangle and it gets Greenstorm. Entangle all the way over here and Greenstorm over there. This Destroy 3 does nothing unless you're webbed. Otherwise, that 3 destroy on green that it has does nothing, since the explode takes place before the affixes. Anything that you ever have on a weapon that's underneath those little perk things, they will always trigger after the weapon itself. So you always explode all the things, and then you'll get to destroy, which means there's going to be no greens to destroy whenever you use that. So it's a little bit of a weird perk that they gave it. Wish it would have been one other good one, like a Bless or something, or Enchant. They could have really made the weapon. Which I don't think any of the Mountain Crusher-like weapons have gotten Enchant yet. A natural Enchant on the weapon. That'd be really strong. Hey, we got a gnome. Can we finally find that epic vault key? Could you imagine? All the grinding the other weekend and then just randomly finding it on a gnome. It is technically possible, though exceedingly unlikely. This is for fun since we already started. Let's just skull spam him down. That's sad. He actually got a kill. Oh, all we got was 100 souls. I almost thought that a gem drop was his for a second. It's like, wait, he doesn't have a 25 gem drop. But yeah, that was obviously from the adventure board, which everyone gets. Okay, since we're already set to magic, let's go switch over to Phoenicia. Quick kill these and be on our way. Then we can go mess around with the weapon. Oh, so hello, Gustavo. Welcome. Will they make an elemental hero class? I wish they eventually would. As it currently stands, of course, there is not one. Elemental hero class would potentially be one of the strongest hero classes in the game. It could be like the next Titan or something. But yeah, elemental hero class, regardless of what trees they give, because it's going to guarantee have storm tree because it's the elemental tree. It's going to be pretty good. If they gave it like storm, stone, and like fire or something, or you know, something similar, should be pretty good. It'll probably be elemental ones, and storm is for sure going to be one of them. Because of course, one of the things that makes storm and stone so good is that's why Titan is so good. Has that barrier while having all of the good damage options underneath storm, like the extra mana accumulation and the extra elemental buff. Which technically mana accumulation is offensive. Well, it's both offensive and defensive. I guess it kind of depends on what kind of team you're using specifically, as far as how it pans out. But anyways, so the weapon. Let's go mess with that. Let me go set to cleanse. I was having not an issue, but it was just getting really annoying having to deal with so many stats effects in PvP. So we'll mess around with cleanse chance here. So teams that we're messing around with earlier, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them as well. But let's see, what was the most successful one? I think this one was the most successful one so far. So it's Mirage Queen, the Arboreal Crystal, Sycorax, and Wild Queen. You normally don't see me use Mirage Queen in first slot. However, it does have everything it needs to be a good first slot. Mostly skill reduction. Also, you just saw we got entangled and got unentangled. That's because we set those cleanse things. So the only bad thing about this is we are heavily blocked on blue constantly. It's actually pretty much a pure blue team if you were to remove Wild Queen for something else. However, Wild Queen is a pretty big part of this team as far as its functionality. Up, and it's gone. Oh no! No! Tina, why? We might have already lost. Gosh, it just got so much value out of nowhere. Look at that go. This is why I don't normally use Sycorax. If you wonder why I don't use Sycorax, this is why I don't normally use Sycorax. Gosh, that's annoying. Anyways, let's try this again. Well then. That's a really long startup time. Just the biggest issue with the troop. Once it gets going, it's a pretty auto win, as long as it doesn't miss horribly. But getting to that point is the annoying part. Alright, so this thing explodes green. Gives a positive stats effect to all elemental allies, which of course is everything except itself. And then we just go crazy with Wild Queen, get the board set up, keep spamming onto green, keep doing Wild Queen, and just keep kind of alternating between ssaszix and... Oh, that's not the color I wanted. I definitely meant to click green there. How did that not click green? But I can still get a Mirage Queen. One nice thing about having Green Storm and having all these green creation is we can end up using Mirage Queen's ability to wipe out with that. And we do have alignment there, and I believe we are going for it. So go for that, get a nice big burst. We do have Crystal ready to go. It's about to die, though. I'm also not going to get a super high amount of mana from it. He also has so much resummon that could be a liability. Because he'll kill that out, and now we don't have resummon. Because that was our resummon option. Interesting. I'll take a skull for now. Get our other poke that we need. Wow, we got another bad battle. ssaszix in general. You'll see me, I'm almost never really using it. It has such a slow start. But anyways, where's the other good team? Obviously with Truffle. That doesn't count. Oh yeah, we're messing with it with a super tanky one. As long as you're not up against Rope Dart, this tends to work pretty good, or anything that has movement. We can end up going for a explosion into right into Crystal, and then just go Wild Queen crazy. Kind of same premise, just basing it around Wild Queen. Wild Queen definitely seems like one of the better synergy options, because when you're using a skull spam like that, you actually get to utilize almost every single one of its benefits. Also, we're almost losing again. Luckily, we got resummon, so that shouldn't be as big a deal, since we could just get a resummon right up front. And, of course, it can summon every elemental in the game. That includes the 6 elemental trolls, as you can see right there, which are some really good troops in there, as far as what it can end up summoning. And, of course, we have the Entangle every time we cast it, and the Green Storm, so we have Green Storm active for getting better extra turn chance, and we also end up having the Entangle whenever it does trigger to make sure they can't really do skulls on us. Which works out pretty well. And one more Wild Queen should be able to swipe it out, and good to go. And of course, obviously, it can be used with Truffle, which is pretty straightforward, using it with either Truffle or Beatrix. It's pretty much just a normal Truffle or Beatrix team, just with the weapon in there. Oh yeah, I'm using the weapon right now. But yeah, it's not like ultra game breaking, where you're going to use it like literally every battle. But it's a nice utility weapon. I'd still consider it better than Jar of Eyes. It's pretty much Jar of Eyes, though. It's Jar of Eyes with a little bit better overall benefit. And has elemental synergy, which of course is good. And you don't have to use them with elementals, though pretty much every team I've been messing around with it have been pretty much elemental based. That's because it makes the most amount of sense. If you are going to build something, you might as well build it around elemental, since that's kind of the whole premise of it. Oh, we don't even have a Green Storm active. That's not going to matter. And anyways, get the all the greens converted for the wipe. Of course, Truffle is one of the more straightforward ones that you could do with it. I still want to get that ssaszix one. Did we really lose ssaszix 3 times? It wasn't doing that bad earlier. Like, we still got some slow win losses. But, or, you know, slow startup losses, I mean. It wasn't doing that bad. We're on a triple lose streak with it right now. Oh yeah, I think we finally got it rolling. This looks like a good battle for it. This is what it's supposed to do. And there we go. But you basically want to go, ideally, as quickly as possible, get up the weapon and ssaszix. You then cast them, and then you go from there. So Purple Surge would be the most ideal right off the start. Perfect. Then we just go for this. And that should be match already. And one nice thing is the first slot already gets entangled, so you don't have to worry about attack reducing it. Because sometimes when you're using Wild Queen, you kind of have to decide, do you think you're actually going to kill first slot or not, and decide if you're going to attack reduce the first one or the second one. However, when you get that entangle, you can just end up doing it to the second one every single time. since they're already going to be entangled. The only problem that can happen, of course, is if they get unentangled. This time he got unentangled through Bless, but obviously it can happen by any means. That can be a little bit annoying if you were expecting it to be entangled. But overall, not too bad. There we go. Hello, Remford, welcome. It's mostly just that slow startup that you really have to worry about with this team. It's more so a Cyclops problem than a Crystal problem, obviously. The Crystal gets up at the same speed as other similar options. Let's go for purple and hope for Sky Brown. Unfortunately, we did not get Surge or the Sky Brown. Blue Surge into everything else. We'll just let him have the Skull, of course. Oh, did I leave the extra turn down there? Oh, that's not good. Luckily, he missed his extra turn. And a little bit short for Cyclops mana. And he's dead. Ooh. Alright, well, let's go for that. Get a nice big burst. Gotta get something rolling. Gosh, Mirage Queen, are you just wanting to solo today? Gosh. He's got so much value right there. Look at him go. He just like soloed everything. Well, I guess Wild Queen did a little bit at the end there, but boom. Oh gosh, he got summoned too. Go, go, go. There we go. And he's down. Actually, we're about to gain a level too. So close. Beatrix teams. I haven't seen anyone use it with Beatrix yet. And personally, I don't care for Beatrix as much, of course. It's a really good cleanser, but unless you really need that cleanse, I wouldn't really advise it. We're also using 3 cleanse medals right now. Just because why not? Obviously, if you had Beatrix, you wouldn't need that. But and I like having it. Make sure we don't have to deal with freeze or anything. Or at least as much anyways. And it should be match or pretty close to it. There we go. Oh, what is that? A Life and Death team? With Life and Death in third? No, it's... Oh, wait, that's weird. It's a Life and Death team with Life and Death in first. Because he's using Archer instead. Archer doesn't have Stealthy, though. That's weird. It's a little bit of a weird way of doing it. Oh gosh, he just got instant kill 15%. Well, that is why. He just got 2 of them! Okay, I see why he has Archer in first slot. He has a 100% chance to instant kill. Gosh, that's very absurdly unlucky. He just hit, for us anyways, he hit 15% twice in a row. Imagine that in Guild Wars. I actually have Assassin set to one of my teams for that reason. Just because if it gets it, you just like auto lose. Like if you get Skull instant kill, even just 1 Skull instant kill, they probably lose. But if you get 2 of them, they're like, there's no coming back from that. Unless you're already kind of in a winning condition. That or Archer heard I was saying it was bad, and then it's like, nope. Archer's not bad, it's just very luck-based. You got luck-based 30% dodge, and you got luck-based 15% instant kill. Also, if you're running him with a Skull Spammer, he doesn't distribute his damage like a Assassin does. He concentrates it all into first slot. Because if you were to get like 5 skulls at once and get an instant kill off it, the first slot was already going to die. But if you do that with Assassin, it gets a free kill. So you get 2 kills instead of 1. Oh, that actually missed. That's not good because he's about to Beatrix loop us now. Take a skull or something. Stop. There we go. Okay, we should be fine, hopefully. Because we do this. Get a Wild Queen rolling. No way did we miss that. Ooh, that's pretty bad. What on earth was that miss? Very bad. You miss like once, it gets like a massive skull spam. It's like, oh, dead. That's how most PvP goes. Either win very quickly or lose very quickly. There is almost no in between. Actually, there's one in between. The battle goes on forever because you're trying to fight a battle that shouldn't really be fought. We don't have a good option here. I'm going to do this just so we can take purple the following turn. So we can get the board rolling. That should be everything we need. Not quite. Try it again. Get a reflect on him. Actually, it did 0 damage, so we didn't actually get a reflect. We got blessed now. I feel like the random stats effects very rarely make much of an impact, though. Like, even though it has a random stats effect, I haven't seen a single battle where it has basically turned the tides of the battle from a loss to a win. Like, it's just something that's kind of there. But I've seen it have very low impact so far. The whole extra elemental effects that you end up getting from it. Like, it's definitely helped us a little bit with, like, enrage and stuff, but it's very rarely that you get, like, an enchant or something when you need it. Right, hopefully that'll land, because that should be everything we need to win. Throw that down. Get a nice big Mirage Queen, and that should be wipe. There we go. Did you go over the weekend invasion teams yet? I don't think we did on this video, did we? We went over it quite a bit in the morning because we did the entirety of it. But it's basically 3 teams that you can do. You can run, for the low level range, you run Rowan Quick Kill, just with a Firebomb. So you'll literally just run a standard Rowan team, but use Firebomb instead of Leprechaun. For the mid-range, which is what I ran for the entirety of it, I just ran Forest Troll, Double Truffle into Mirage Queen, the team that I mentioned on Monday for the invasions. And then for the other one, you go, if you're looking to go super deep, you end up running a Skull Spam team. So you run the Invasion Troop, followed by things like Wild Queen, or sorry, followed by Hero for Mana Accumulation, Wild Queen, and then Mirage Queen. Somewhat similar to actually what we're using now. Let's see, we'll take that over. Except based around the Invasion Troop. And without Cycrax, because no. Don't try it. He's way too slow for that. Actually surprised we hit an extra turn there. That was a very unlikely one. Also, one interesting thing about this, even though we deny out green on occasion, it actually doesn't matter when we do that, because we can just do it on brown and just get just as much mana. So we can kind of alternate between them. So even though we have Mirage Queen that sometimes will deny us completely out, it doesn't actually matter, because when we do this, we'll have so much brown on the board that we can just go and create more of it, or even just go straight into a Wild Queen. Actually, I should just went for a Skull there. Was safer. There we go. But yeah, we just ran the whole thing with Truffle. Literally just ran it with Truffle. Do I even have the team? Yeah, Weekend Invasions. I just ran this for pretty much the entire time. Forest Troll, Double Truffle to Mirage Queen. Oh, I didn't set to Magic right now, so it's going to go a little slower. But that's all you really have to do for the event. It eventually gets to very slow, and you kind of have to go into the Invasion Troop. But if you're just doing Tier 3, I think you could run this pretty much for all of Tier 3 and be fine. You're just doing like that bare minimum Tier 3. And ideally running it with 12 additional magic, just so you have a little bit better damage. I'm currently running without it, but as you can see, it makes very little difference. And you can just infinite loop this on the invasion event right now. It's super safe. You can very easily get a 100% win rate with that. Even earlier in the game. Because once you get the loop going, you just auto-win. But that's all you have to run for invasions. I just ran a quick kill Rowan for the earlier one, so they go quicker. And if you're going to go super deep into them, you're probably going to want to go to Skull Spam Invasion Troop team. With the Troop, followed by a Mana Accumulation, followed by Wild Queen, followed by Mirage Queen. That's all you'd really need for the event, those 3. Anyways, which one should we go for? Let's go for the, not that one. That's like such a standard one. Honestly, that seems so pointless compared to running just another Truffle there. Running this weapon. Because Truffle is better in that case. Since this weapon is not consistent at looping. You can get an extra turn, land one, but it's not a looping weapon. Be better off a turnip at that point. Yeah, weapons, even when they are really, really good, don't tend to always be used. Like turnip that I just mentioned. Turnip's a really insanely good weapon, but you don't always use it because while it's one of the best extra turn weapons in the game, or one of the only few extra turn weapons even in the game, it has a problem with not really being too effective unless you're running a lot of goblins. Let's see. Also, why won't it let me refresh? That was weird. You guys saw that, right? I'm not going crazy. Why was the refresh button grayed out? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That was very weird. What did I do to make that happen? Oh, I know why. Oh, did they do that in the most recent patch as a quality of life? To make sure that people don't accidentally repick? I know why. They did that so people who spam click through the defend thing don't accidentally click the repick one and then waste a gem. Did they add that in the most recent patch? I think they did. I've never seen that before. Maybe that was one of the really small bug things. Or not a bug thing, but like in a... Oh no, was that even mentioned in the patch notes? I'm pretty sure that came in the most recent patch. I didn't think of that, but yeah, that's exactly what it is. They graded out so people wouldn't accidentally waste a gem, which has been requested by them for years, and they finally did it. Put it down. There we go. That's exactly what that is. We'll only see it if we end up getting a defend, though. Because that's the only time you ever have something showing up on that screen. I wonder if they did that for every similar screen in the game. I think that's the one that happened the most often, though. We'll go for Leprechaun. But yeah, 5.1 brought a lot of things in. It's kind of funny. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm even in Global Chat 1 right now. Let me go double check. Let me go double check. No, I am not. If you could repost it in Global Chat 1. There we go, I'm in Global Chat 1 now. Oh, is this team? Never mind, I found it. You don't need to repost it. Mirage Queen, Crystal, Mistralis, Slaughter. Give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. I'll just put it over here. I'm not bothering to rename any of these. We already used up these teams throughout the week for the video and everything else. Okay. And it's running with Mech in this class, oddly enough. I guess that's for Dispel? I'm pretty sure the mech is for Dispel. I can't think what other reason it'd be using this team other than that. Oh, I could take him 5 times purple. Whoops. Oh no, we got silence. Oh no. Oh no. We're frozen on that. However, it's so much mana, I think we take it anyways. Why don't you go take it that way just so we get purple out of it? Oh, wait, I didn't actually need to... Oh, gosh. Because the thing's silence. Like trying to take mana for even though it's silence. Okay, I think we're going to lose this. Well, it was mostly my mistake there. Let's try it again. That's the only thing I'm finding somewhat clunky about a lot of these teams, including the one that I built. Having a Mirage Queen almost blocks your mana. And when it's in first slot. That's why you don't normally use it too much in first slot. But with this weapon, it's actually pretty good in first slot, but it still has that problem where it can end up blocking out your mana. Also, I should have checked to see if he had alignment first. Oh, he doesn't currently. Now he does. Let's just go for it. It's not aligned, but we can just explode into it. And it should be good to go. Another burst and dead. There we go. Hey, we got a pet. I don't think I have that max yet either. I always think of that as a new pet, even though it's been out for ages. Yeah, the team seems pretty good. Good way to use Lord of Slaughter. And oddly enough, it's actually pure blue as well. He's not elemental, right? No, he's not. But you don't obviously he doesn't need to be pure elemental. But yeah, the random stats effect doesn't seem to have really huge impact. Like it can help a little bit. I've yet to see a battle where it's made a huge difference. So you can kind of just use it as a mana accumulation weapon, just completely ignore the elemental aspect. Or at least mostly ignore. I'm not liking this board right now. I really need resummon. Don't kill yet. Okay, it's gonna be a weird move, but I need to for meat shield. Okay, we got our meat shield. We got enchant too. Also, interestingly enough, the I didn't realize that the effect actually takes effect after your summon, so it actually does get applied to the summon itself as well. That's pretty convenient. So the summon you get in comes in with the effect there. Oh wait, or was that all for Mistralis' extra turn? I forgot. Mistralis is the thing enchanting, not the weapon. I was like, wait, we have it on every single one. It's like, oh yeah, Mistralis. Good old enchant. One nice thing about enchant is even if the battle goes slower, you still get momentum. Okay, I think we're just gonna risk alignment. We don't have it. Actually, no, I'll try to repick. Okay, there we go. Now we got our alignment for sure. Let's match. That's actually enough damage to kill. Hey, our summon actually got to do something. Yeah, it works pretty good. Yeah, this is just for mana start. The Mirage Queen. So that you get half mana onto Mistralis. Though using it for only one, I'm not sure if you would really need it necessarily. I almost feel like I'd want to get Slaughter up first. Because he's the main KO ability. Oh, that didn't surge. That's not nice. Okay. I'm just gonna go for this and see where it brings us into next turn. So do we have alignment? No, but we're going for it. Good. Then we grab that. Repick the board. Actually, that would be a good time to board clear it. Also, what on earth is this team? I just realized what his team is. I guess one of the weekly objectives was to kill Daemon, so he set his team to pure Daemon. That's the only reason I can think of for his defend team right now. Yeah, that should be a match. Somehow, I did not do the last little burst. Here, have Mistralis. Kill it out then. We're so close to our level. Come on. Give us that shiny level. It's only a matter of time. You did Iron Bark, Arboreal Crystal, Iron Bark, and Mirage. That could work pretty good. I'd probably put both the Iron Barks in first slot, though. First and second. Just so that you can maintain the 5 times damage for when the first Iron Bark goes down, if it goes down. Oh, luckily that thing has 33% reduction, because that just saved us right there. Okay, do we just chance it? Yes. Good, we got it. We don't have a follow-up one, though. So let's take some purple or something. Actually, we'll get it that way, because that'll be enough. Mirage Queen might die here, though. Oh, the weapon might, too. Hey, we actually got a good summon for once. We got Older Father on the Skull Spam team. Oh, he's blocking our mana a bit. I was like, gosh, did he just get a lot of damage down? Oh, she's frozen. Oh, no! Come on, I have triple cleanse, and she didn't even get uncleansed. Ooh, that's a bit problematic. Older Father. Our new summoner. Go do summoning. Is that enough to kill? Yes, it is. I gotta take it. Otherwise, he'll kill us next turn. Probably he'll still kill us next turn. We are frozen. This freeze has completely devastated this battle. How much green plus do we have right now? None. What's the banner that we have set? +2 purple, +1 blue. So I'd have to... Oh, no, I can't take blue then. Why +2 purple? What's your weapon? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm just gonna have to take green twice. And hope we get the best Lord of Slaughter cast we've ever seen. Oh, we already have alignment, good. So we'll do that. We then take that. Take that over. And then we somehow won. I'll take it. We take those. Oh, what a weird win. Oh, he just... Wait, you're using Dragon's Eye? Gosh. When has anyone ever used Dragon's Eye in the current state of the game? Hasn't been meta since it was the most meta thing in the game and it got nerfed into oblivion. It's sure trying to spam us, though. We went from a level 20 to a level 5 dragon. Good job. How much magic is it? 28. So we actually got a level 20 summon. Okay, we got that thing. I'm not sure we can make it work. Oh gosh, you just gotta... How are you getting so much brown mana? Let's see. Constantly. Let's get the crystal going. He's cast it like every single turn. Is this whole team just sent up around Dragon's Eye spam? It seems to be. Why? Why would you make a team like that? Oops, I didn't see the other one. I was trying to cascade the purple. Or into the purple. Keep getting some of the weirdest battles. Oh, Divinia. That could be useful if we ever actually get to do anything. Nope. Right back you go. He really wants to spam that Dragon's Eye. And we got a rather useless summon there. But yeah, normally you don't put +2 into something you only have 1 mana in. Even if it's your mana generator. As far as banner choice. Let's see, we'll take that over. What banner would I use with this team? Probably +2 blue, +1 purple, -1 red. I think, unless there's a different +2, +1 blue, purple. Where the blue's +2 and the purple's +1. What do we even need here? But that would be frozen banner then. Let's make a Bone Dragon. That used to be super meta. What's with all this old meta troops in one battle? Got our Dragon's Eye, we got our Bone Dragon. All you need now is pre-nerf Great Maul. Oh, I should have taken that yellow. Whoops. Mistakes have been made. Oh, we're killing at the speed of ultra slow since we lost Slaughter to a dragon. Or into a dragon. We technically still have him. He's just a dragon currently. Who keeps morphing into like every dragon in the game at this rate. Let's see, what will he become this time? We got, oh, the one barrier one. Dragonian Monk. He's actually still one of the best barrier options in the entire game. Surprisingly. Here, we'll hit you with 2. Just to get rid of your barrier. And that's so we could just do that. There we go. Did you upgrade your weapon? And if so, is the Destroy 3 gems not working? It works. It's just the explosion takes precedent over it because of the order that it goes. But no, it works. You'd have to be webbed to ever see it work, though. If you're not webbed, it's not going to do anything. But if you're webbed, it'll still do 3 destroy. But it does the explosions first, and there's no greens left after you do your explosion. Unless you have super low magic, like being webbed. Or if you got magic reduced enough. But generally it's going to be because of web. Also, we actually got a good effect for once. We got Submerge to protect us. Alright, we should be good to go here. I think we could just do this on brown, and that should be a win. So we do it on brown, boom, we throw a Wild Queen down, boom, we then start spamming on green, and we won. Ooh. I think I do this on blue. I should have actually taken that blue first and then done the thing, but a little late. So let's target it directly onto blue. Oh, he's not using stealthy. That's weird. You should always run stealthy when you're running that hero class. We're gonna get rid of our green. I mean, yeah, green. And then we'll replace our green right back because of Storm. And I believe that's match. Overall, I think Wild Queen routes seem to be the best for this weapon from what I've seen so far. The Lord of Slaughter one was definitely pretty interesting. I'm finding her to be the most consistent overall. Oh, I should have taken purple. Luckily, we still have full mana, so it's not too big a deal. What do I even want to target? I guess we'll go green and just hope it lands. Oh, that's a big miss. That's a massive miss right there. Luckily, we have alignment. Let's just get Wild Queen up at this point. Do we have the kill? Not for an extra turn. Do we still go for it? Probably not. That's a bit too risky. Alright, we're blocked on Wild Queen now, aren't we? Or we're being blocked by Wild Queen, I should say. I'll take that over. Then we get Wild Queen down into the spam. Actually, we'll take that right there. Before we do the Wild Queen. Now we can do the Wild Queen. Come on, we're so close to our level. We're like right on top of it. We're so close. You did Ironbark? Oh wait, never mind, I already read that one. But Ricardo, the team was pretty good. Let's see, we'll take that over. If anyone else has any other suggestions, let me know. The overall, I don't feel like I'll be using it a super high amount, but it's definitely an item to keep your eye on when you're building teams. But it's not something you'll run for like every battle. It's just something you'll bring out situationally. Similar to like all these weapons, they're no Mountain Crusher. Mountain Crusher is just so vastly superior. Not to mention, due to this thing's somewhat similarity to Essence of Evil, under some aspects, it's Probably going to be outdone by Essence of Evil in many situations. Mount Crusher and Essence of Evil are kind of like the staples of like those mana accumulation ones. And while there are situational instances where you switch out to other things, they tend to be the main two that get used more often than not. We gained our level, nice. Put into purple, as we always do. Because why not? And there we go. I get our little level up bonus as always. Grab our tribute. Oh, we didn't grab our tribute yet. Oh yeah, what is our offers right now? Nothing good. Grab our mail. Okay, next thing. Let's see. Pet. Let me go grab the pet real quick if I need it. Nope, I already got it maxed. Never mind. Already good to go on the pet. Already good to go. What do we take care of? We'll take the green for now. Get our blue in there. Hopefully get a nice Mirage Queen somewhere else. Actually, it's probably better going for this for now. Get an explosion. Hopefully get a side cracks on something. Brown's looking pretty enticing right about now. So we'll do it on brown. And then Link allows us to do Wild Queen. And we don't have to choose to go first slot or second slot because the Entangle chooses it for us. It already preemptively entangles the first, so we can just target second. So we don't have to worry about the skulls, which is pretty nice. And then that should burst it dead. There we go. Why can't the team always play like that? Wish it could. Like, that's ideally what this team is trying to do every time, obviously. Just that correct is so inconsistent. Yeah, I'm still not a huge fan of the troop. He's under that category of like Beatrix and Grey King, in that like they're good, but I don't care for using them. Like Beatrix, Grey King, and Cycrax are under that category, where they're pretty good in many instances, but I just don't care for their playstyle as much. We saw a lot of mana out of that actually. Also, he's using like an all-in Zugoff team with Essence of Evil and everything too. Let's see, we'll grab that. No point even really casting that. Get our mana up. Get another Jewel. Gosh, can you ever summon a Mythic? I don't think we got a single Mythic yet. There's like so many that you can get off of it. I wonder if they made it so it has a low chance of actually summoning one. That'd be horrible if they did. But I've yet to actually see it summon a Mythic. Though there's a pretty big drop table. And only like 7 or 8 of them are Mythics. Which is still a pretty good handful though. Actually might even be higher than that. I just realized a problem with our battle right now though. How are we gonna win? I might as well just retreat. We have like such a slow win. Because we'd have to keep poking them with the little frog thing. Which might have killed it might have killed Zugoff quickly, but it would have killed out the rest of the team at a glacial pace. Glacial pace. Okay, think we're good to go. Grab that. Get yourself a good Wild Queen in there. Grab another Wild Queen. Oh, what else do we need? So we're down to green and we should be able to build a Wild Queen for the dead. And as match. Oh, wait, never mind. Now this match. Thought you were already dead. If anyone still has any other questions, anything else you want me to go over, let me know. Make sure to do so. But yeah, don't forget to go get this weapon before the end of the weekend. It's definitely a great utility to have your hands on. It's similar to Jar of Eyes. That's probably the most similar comparison that it has. It's like an alternative Jar of Eyes that is normally better than Jar of Eyes. But similar to Jar of Eyes, it's still very situational when you actually bring it out compared to something else. But still overall, not that bad. And you have the rest of today, tomorrow, and Sunday to go and get it. So still got a little bit of time. Basically the next 2 days. And it's available for 250 gems within the Invasion event. Or you can craft it for resources. However, I do advise getting it through Invasion so you can help your guild. What class am I currently using? There's a couple different ones you can end up using. I believe I'm currently using Frost Mage for it, yes. Also, I just realized, have I even been using it with the +1 magic? Okay, good, I am. But yeah, I've just been running with Frost Mage currently. You can run it with almost anything for the most part. It really depends what kind of utilities you need. Like a team that was suggested earlier used it for mech for the spell. Because the team kind of needs it for the Mistralis. But it really just kind of depends on what you're building into. I figured Frost Mage would be good. If you really want to take ability, you can build it into Titan because he has the elemental trait as well. And is also more likely to be maxed compared to other options. Hello Nexus, welcome. I'll throw that down. Also, tomorrow we'll be doing the bug tournament for Animal Crossing during the day. It's the second to last one of the year. Oh, that's a big miss. But I think we have the kill here. So let me have it. It's rare that I'm ever doing PvP. PvP just seems like rather dead content in the current state of the game. Beyond going to 1.9k each week, which sometimes I don't even bother doing. But obviously this time we easily got way beyond it. Just from messing around with this team today. But I don't know, the rewards just seem really lackluster. And there's also such a wider range of really absurdly annoying battles. We're just gonna clear the board. And hopefully have something good to target us on. None of them look worth going for, though. I should go do this and just see if we have, like, brown or something. You know, I'm just going to Wild Queen and get that rolling, I guess. And now we can just target onto green. We should have taken that red first, but it looks like it didn't matter. Good. Try it on green again. A little bit short on mana. I just have to explode it all. Actually, do we have Mirage Queen? Let's go for that. Might as well skull spam kill him at this point. And he's dead. You have Leaf Storm and enemy has Firestorm. Game overrides mine with enemy Storm and uses Firestorm. How is it prioritized? Do you mean on trait? What effect is it? If it's on trait, trait order goes from top left to bottom right. So the enemy will always overwrite your Storm. If they have a Storm that triggers at the same time. If theirs triggers at the same time, though, theirs will always have priority. Because it goes in order from top left troop to bottom right. You can see it at the beginning of battle how it goes. It goes there, then there, then there, then there, then there, and it just goes down. But it goes in order from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it even has priority within your own team. So if you have like a Storm in second and a Storm in fourth, that would both trigger at the same time. The one in fourth would always trigger, because whichever one is further down in your team would trigger. And this is why the enemy, if they have one that triggers at your same time, will always triggers theirs instead. Because yours are 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and there are 5, 6, 7, and 8 as far as priority order. And theirs would end up going into always be the one that activates in those instances. Let's see. Go for that. That's only applicable if they both occur at the same time, though. Yep, no problem. Like, for example, if you have one that creates a storm when an ally dies, and they have one that creates a storm when an enemy dies, that would be the same time. Which would mean that they would get theirs because it goes from top left to bottom right. Let's see, we'll take that. And it should be match if he'll let me cast. There we go. Any other questions, let me know. Because after this next battle, I think we might just call it a wrap. So we got Doomed Axe. Hey, we got an alternative Divine Ishbala team with Umanif. Haven't seen Umanif for a while. Umanif's one of those mythics that exists. It's one of those ones that's we kind of had. It seemed like kind of okay, and then just kind of non-existent beyond that point. But yeah, it's a thing that exists. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst. I really don't feel like it's worth using most of the time, though. It's almost like a weird alternative Zugoff, or if you don't have Zugoff, but it isn't quite exactly Zugoff. To a point that you would normally not use it as Zugoff. It's a really weird combination of things. Let's see. I don't have a good drop, I don't think. Actually, you know what? I'll grab that. And then we'll go for that. And then Wild Queen it. He just gets his Agile. That should hopefully miss. I mean, miss. That will hopefully hit, I mean. I almost feel like Mirage Queening here. Let me take mana first. These are going to clear out pretty much the whole board anyways. Oh good, he didn't cast a Vinish Ball. That would have really ruined us there. We still would have won, but it would have been very annoying. We got enough damage to wipe, and just for fun, let's overkill. There we go. It has been done. Yeah, if the AI gets lucky, a lot of the skull-oriented troops can just automatically wipe you. Archer can, Assassin can, quite a few mythics that have like that priority can, Web Spinner can. Anything with a really good skull effect, we'll go for one more, since it's Revenge Battle. But anything with a really, really good skull effect, if they get lucky enough, you're just dying on turn 1. Or at least put into a condition where you're pretty much confirmed loss by turn 1. There's quite a few troops that can do it. Web Spinner is probably the one the more consistent, assuming you don't have immunity to it. But there's a wide range of things that can. The luck-based ones are the ones that are least consistent at it. But they're also the ones that you don't expect to get it. Like Archer or Assassin. Like, oh, they have such a low % chance, and then they pull, like, earlier to stream, a double instant kill on you, and it's like, oh, we're dead already. We just started the battle. Yeah, PvP can be a lot of fun. As long as you see interesting teams. The more annoying times is when you see a lot of like metas, and then just like a uphill battle for that. But even after that, we're at 16,479. Remember, we're around like 70,000, 50 to 70,000. Where's actually leaderboard these days? To make leaderboard, you'd probably have to have about, I want to say 30,000 by the end of the weekend, because we still have 2 days. We still got Saturday and Sunday, so a little over 30,000 seems to be where you need to be to get leaderboard for any of those loots to make top 1,000 or so. With top 50 to 100, I believe having the best loots since you get those epic ingots. And then again, they added so many more ways to get epic ingots though. So kind of all the PvP rewards are kind of bad. They said they would rework it last year and never did, but hopefully they will at some point. Be interesting. Though you already get so much gold from it, but there's better ways to farm gold these days. Well, I guess you get trophies too, but again, there's better ways to farm trophies. Explore 5 or 6 with Phoenicia. Quick kill is quicker trophies. It's quickest in the game. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. We'll be back 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will go claim the last little loot for invasions and mess around with probably with the orb a little bit more. Or not the orb, but the crystal. See if we can do anything more with it than what we've already kind of been messing around with. Maybe try some teams that don't necessarily use elementals at all. Like literally 0 elementals, just to kind of see if we can use it more so for the storm. And kind of see how that goes. Anyways, other than that, tomorrow afternoon or so, or actually more towards morning, I think we'll be starting around 8-ish, a little after 8, maybe closer to 9. We'll be doing the bug tournament for Animal Crossing, second to last one of the year. Just grind at that, get that done. We actually need it for some part of my island. Oh yeah, I forgot. I decorated part of my island that I'll need to show off. Isabel's seen it. Most people have not yet though. So we'll show that. And yeah, we'll go from there. And also this Sunday, we'll be doing hopefully the rest of Spiritfarer. I'm not sure if I'm close enough to do like full completion on Sunday. But yeah, we're going to try completing out Spiritfarer on Sunday. We'll probably wake up around 8-ish, start around 9 or 10-ish, and just stream it like all day and see if we can actually complete it out. I'm not sure if we'll be able to. I'm pretty sure we won't, especially since we're not rushing it or anything. But we should be able to make a pretty decent amount of progress, if nothing else. And hopefully get that game done in the next week or so. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone.